You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title, Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, welcome to the show today. And yes, we're outside to see the lovely Route 66. Matter of fact, it's the 23rd year for Route 66, and I'm sitting out here in 102 degrees with my liaison, Christina. How you doing?
I feel great. You know, I don't even feel that 102. I wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't have said that. There's a nice, cool breeze. It's absolutely gorgeous out here today in San Bernardino, out here on 4th and E Street, where we're located. I'm looking forward to the route. I heard it was great last night. There's a lot of good venues out tonight and bands, so I'm excited.
You should be. I think everybody should. And also, we have Joseph with us, Joey, the guy that takes care of all the gear and everything else. Come on and say hello, Joey.
Hey, guys.
And thank you for all your hard work.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
This is hard work.
Yes, and he's going to be with us for the remainder of, until the end of Route 66.
I'll be here.
Yeah, and I can see he has his little tent set up, and he's all ready to rock and roll for 48 hours.
Yeah.
He's cracking up out here. Now, talking about Route 66. Now, Christina, what were you doing 23 years ago, and did you see the first Route 66?
You know, I did. I believe I've been to all of them. And what was I doing 23 years ago? Let's see. I was born.
But you were still playing in the playpen with the bassinet and all that stuff,
right? Exactly. Actually, you know, I was chasing my little 2-year-old around at that time. But I do remember a lot of good memories at Route 66, and I hope to make a few tonight. My favorite, of course, is probably a lot of people's favorite, is looking at all the really cool cars. Some of my friends have cars out here. I know Peggy Merriman always comes out here with her cars. God bless her husband, who's always been a fan and passed on, but still his cars live on out here. We've all, Stacy Brooks, I know, is out here with some cars, and Dale Lopez, and so I'm looking forward to seeing all the cars. It's always a lot of fun. They have some good music set for tonight, Mad Max and the Wild Ones from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. They've got Johnny Come Lately from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., so there's all kinds of good things going on tonight. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, is all the cars, the vendors, maybe stopping over at Hangar, and there's all kinds of good food.
Yes, my favorite subject.
Yeah, the food trucks out are amazing. Some of the great, anything from, you know, hamburgers to sausages to a little more gourmet foods are out there this year. So come on out. If anyone is listening to us and en route and you have get here in time, we've got their beautiful posters sitting here that we're actually giving away for free. You can come and pick one up. They're gorgeous. They were designed. They had a competition, and I would say it well represents the route, don't you, Bev? With the teepees, you know, and if you've been on any of the route, you've seen the famous teepees over there in Rialto.
Yes, they're still there.
Yeah, they are.
I love them. They're so cool.
I think I've been in one. No, I haven't been in one. Yeah,
It's
they're
really
interesting.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, since you admitted you've been in one, I'll admit I've been in one.
I was, because when you were saying 23 years ago, I was still back in Connecticut. And when I got transferred out here, that's when I started seeing the first ones. And you're talking about the cars. They're absolutely fabulous.
Oh,
yes, and I like when they do the little parade, the car parade, and they have them all decked out with different lights and this and that. And Eric, you're on the board over there. Thank you. And talking about Route 66, would you play that music, number 9, please? Okay, guys, while we're talking about Route 66.
Something to get us in the mood, huh?
Yeah. Listen to this for a few seconds.
Motor west. Travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. And get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to L.A. More than 2,000 miles all the way.
You know, as that's playing,
Get your
Isn't that cool? I love that
it's
song.
really cool, but, you know, I just really want to thank, you know, the supporters and the sponsors for Route 66. You know, it was a little touch and go there for a while, and, you know, Mr. Jack Brown stepped up to the plate with Stater Brothers and was instrumental as well as a lot of other hardworking people to get this route, you know, still going this year. And so, you know, Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians and Stater Brothers, and they've got a whole list of sponsors, but I know they were the main ones, and Stater Brothers Mr. Jack Brown, they were really instrumental. So thank you, because it's fun out here, and it's great family fun, right? Mm-hmm. Mom, Dad, the kids, there's something for everybody. It's a good way to get the family out of the house and together, and walking is good exercise anyway.
It is, and talking about these cars, I'm sitting here, and quite a few cars already went past, different ones. And there's going to be some more in a few minutes. And also talking about the city of San Bernardino. Thank you. And you're right, we're talking about everybody that helped put this thing on. And again, let's have a big hand for Jack Brown from Stater Brothers and his whole staff for doing this. And also our good friends at Sam Manuel Band of Mission Indians. And thank you. And the other person that we would like to thank right now is, let's have a big thank you out to Nancy. And we would like to... Okay, I'm back there. Excuse me. Yeah, we would like to have a big thank you to Nancy from Lynn Promotions, doing the banners for us here at KCAA 1050 AM radio in Route 66. And her saying is, if you can touch it, she can print on it. And her address is 260 North 2nd Avenue in historical downtown Upland. And her phone number is 909-368-3339. And her www is linpromotions.com. And thank you again, Nancy, for stepping up to the plate and doing the banners for us. And they're hanging out here proudly all over the route of 66. And then also, the other thing, talking about these cars, do you remember what the Ford company said when the first Ford car came off the assembly line?
Tell me, I want to know what they said. I'm really excited because there's all kinds of people stopping by.
Yeah, I know. It is getting happy. What it is, he says you can have any color you want, just as long as it's black. And every car that they made back then was black.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, but now that I think about it, when you see the old films and the old movie, they were. And I love the look of those cars. I'm one of those that always stops when I see a car like that somewhere and just admires it. And, you know, the detail. And now what they're doing with them, too, and they make them go up and down and forward and back. And now there are bright colors on the cars.
I know. It's really cool. And I like the ones where they push it, the writing in it. And they're pushing the button and it goes up and down. And then it makes all these weird sounds, like it has indigestion with a bad cold or something. It just cracks me up to see what they can do to a vehicle. And if anybody has a funny story about one of their cars that they had for 23 years or longer, the phone lines are open, and the number is 888-909-1050. Again, that number is 888-909-1050. Call us in. Tell us your story about the car, or one of your favorite stories of the first or 12th time you've been out here to Route 66.
Yeah. What do you like about the route? What do you come out for? What do you like to do when you're here? You know, we'd love to hear all about the Route 66 stories. We were thanking people earlier, and we also want to thank, of course, the Welcome Center, Visitor Center out there. Wayne Austin, he was going to come in, and he still might jump in and join us. I know he's probably like a chicken, how do they say that, with your head cut off?
Chicken with that,
running all over, because he is the head honcho of this event. And his staff over there, Karen Blanco, the whole group, they have been wonderful in getting the word out, and I'm sure they're all over the place just trying to make this wonderful for everybody.
And we want to thank you. And also, The police department is out protecting everybody. The fire department is out if we need it. So, again, thank you to everybody. Now, since we talked about cars a little bit, okay, I'm going to put you and Joey on the spot.
Okay.
23 years ago, what was the top song that was singing on the radio?
Oh, my goodness. How about Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
No, wrong. Joey.
Something by Aerosmith, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, you guys, you're too young.
Wasn't that that wasn't the millennium. I was trying to think. Okay, go ahead and tell us.
All right. I was kind of hoping you told me.
Oh, you didn't really know?
There are so many songs.
Okay, somebody call in and tell us.
Yes, what was the song
I
like
have
23 years
a lot
ago?
of friends that could answer that so easily, so maybe I'll just text someone out, but I wouldn't know myself.
Well, let's see. Back then, we had a lot of good groups playing back then, and we had a lot back from the 60s and the 70s, all the groups.
Okay, well, what year was that?
What, 23 years ago?
Yes.
It's 2012. Back it up.
No, I'm asking you.
We're doing real good. You know, I think this
1989.
temperature is doing something to us out here, folks. Yes. 89.
Okay,
That's right.
89.
Thank you, guys.
Eric, what was the number one song in 1989?
I'll look it up real quick.
Thank you. It's always good to have guys working on the board.
Know.
Yes. I got a curiosity here. And what also gets me giggling, too, about all the music is the way we used to dress back then.
Yeah.
You know, this is a fashion
now, we're not
show.
talking about 23 years. We're talking about way back, right? Like, because isn't...
we're talking 23 years ago.
Okay,
Back in the 80s.
Oh, the 80s. So
yes.
we're talking, neon colors. Weren't there the neon? That was more like the
70s.
The
leather jackets were going on. Right.
Yeah.
All of that.
Cabarici pants. You guys remember that? Cabarici pants?
Yes. I used to love those things. They were so comfortable. I mean, they were way cool. Yes. Yeah, and I used to wear them all the time. Really, I did. Yeah,
leg warmers?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I never went for that.
You never did?
No. I'm a California girl. I was always showing legs, not covering legs.
Well, that's when I was teaching dance, so that's where we're in.
But I remember that. I remember people would put them with, with everything, and I just never bought into it. I couldn't do it. I didn't go for that look, but I thought it was okay. I wasn't a bunch of a leg warmer kind of girl.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I was.
I love the way she said, I wasn't a leg warmer girl.
No, I wasn't a leg warmer.
So do you guys want to know the number one song?
Yes, what was it, Eric?
It was Janet Jackson, Miss You Much. That song was number one for 4 weeks at number one.
Really?
Yeah.
Leave it to a Jackson, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
They're so talented, and I did like that song.
Well, the one that what?
Oh, I'm just singing it. Actually, more of a Route 66 song is, I was thinking when I was driving over here, as you know, I've been a member for 27 years, something like that, maybe 30, for Assistance League of San Bernardino, and the very first time, they're famous. You've been to them, the Assistance League Headdress Ball that happens in April, April 28th, and they're actually going to theme it April 28th, 2013, next year, Route 66.
No way.
Yes, I can go ahead and unveil that. They just announced it Monday. The whole thing will be with Route 66, of course. They just started, as you know, I introduced bringing in charity organizations from that's never had been done before. They're going to continue that, and I'll let them tell that surprise later. You guys will like what they're bringing on. But anyway, the very first time I modeled a headdress, it was in Palm Springs, and the song was actually Hard Driving Mama.
Oh, and that was another good one.
Drive Me Daddy. If you